Angela, she's got to go.
Right, which one is she again?
See Renee?
Yeah.
Opposite her.
There's no one there.
Because it's 10:30. She'll be getting a muffin.
Oh, can she get me a coffee while she's down
Tony,
there?
just look at that.
Well, that's one way of spelling committee.
Oh, I've given up on typos. First two words.
Dear sir.
Departmental secretary is a woman.
Right.
What are my options?
Well, you can pay her out.
No.
Well, promote her.
What?
Can you make her role redundant
Yes?
without employing someone in a place?
No.
Pay her out.
No way.
But then you're going to have to performance manage her out.
Well, OK.
I said performance manage her out.
And I said, OK.
It involves HR. I said HR. Pay her out.
No.
Trust me. Petra, how'd you go?
We're looking pretty well covered for the mid-level civil construction roles. I'm just waiting on detailed projections of other skill areas, so concrete, surveying...
Can I just come in here?
You have?
The people you're talking about building this road,
Highway.
where would they come from?
Oh, Stuart?
We've partnered with several large labour hire agencies. It's a mix of CFMEU and...
But
AW.
socio-economically,
What?
is there a risk that we could be exploiting them?
It's a good question.
This is where the framework helps.
Exploiting them. Have you seen the workplace agreements?
Tone.
We've got union officials ready to pull the plug if the temperature hits 30 degrees. 8-day fortnights. I've got kids with stop-go signs on $250,000 a year, plus bonuses.
Just clarifying. Please, continue.
Heavy haulage will be staggered
Actually,
out.
there was another thing. This road of yours.
Highway.
What will it be made of?
Oh, Kirsty?
Deep strength asphalt on a cement stabilised granular subbase.
Interesting.
It is, yeah.
Ever considered recycled materials?
No.
Open mind, Tony.
Rubber?
It wouldn't work.
I read about it working.
Yeah, on Danish bike paths.
See what happened there?
Loud and clear.
Unnecessary aggression. This speaks to governance.
Gee.
Not letting other voices be heard. I mean, why is it Hayden here?
Hayden, he works from home. He's not an engineer.
I wouldn't be putting labels on people.
Sorry, he doesn't identify as an engineer.
This graph reflects your current organisational structure. Each of the coloured lines represents what we call the 3 Rs: roles, responsibilities, reporting pathways. As you can see, it is very top-down.
Wow, I see that now. Quite vertical.
What we hope to do is break down these organisational silos...
Smash them.
...and replace them with a matrix reporting structure.
Wow, this is interesting.
Now, we'll go through your individual roles shortly, but there's the toolkit at the back of your folders. Have a little look. Now, you seem concerned.
There's 4, 5, 6 new people there.
I can handle the recruitment process.
I just need one assistant.
Oh, that's old school thinking. Now let it go.
Top down.
Exactly.
Very vertical.
Why don't we have a look at the organogram?
Phase 1 of crisis management, reaction. How you react when you find out is critical.
We have found out.
Not officially.
So let me get this straight. The moment we find out,
Say tomorrow,
we will react by...
being shocked, surprised, dismayed, which brings us to phase 2. Once we find out,
Tomorrow.
yeah, we'll need to adopt an absolutely clear and decisive position.
Understood.
We apologise, take full responsibility and accept the consequences.
Right.
Okay.
Or we deny, dispute and delay.
Sorry, I don't follow you.
Which bit?
The clear position bit.
He just told you.
Just then.
It's all right. He's a newbie.
It doesn't matter what we say, as long as we keep saying it. Same page?
Okay.
Phase 3, identify who's to blame.
Well, I've spoken to a few people at the PMO and they suggest the following phrases. Unforeseen factors, unseasonal weather events, inflexible workplace agreements.
You're going to blame the unions?
Well, someone has to take responsibility. God. The Aussie dollar, commodity prices, onerous environmental restrictions.
These are all good.
Sorry. We're trying to spin our way out of it. We should take this opportunity to look at the process that led to this problem.
I preferred the first idea.
Now's not the time, Tony.
OK, can you show me how the system works?
Sure. So you're wanting to use GovPort for the first time. All you do is just log on by hitting this and now set up your own unique GovPort identifier.
Meaning?
8 characters, letters or numbers.
OK. Nat 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's a 7.
5.
Now select your user profile from the scroll-down menu.
Individual taxpayer. What's error 404?
That shouldn't be there.
It is there.
I see what you've done wrong. Just hit Tools, Quit Individual Session. Now just...
I think the word just doesn't make this any more straightforward.
OK, sure. Just simply hit that button.
Required field missing.
What?
Oh, I see what she's done.
Oh, yeah, OK, go back.
I've been logged out.
Because you went back.
Yeah, because he told me... Can I hit undo?
There is no undo.
We didn't feel it was needed.
I need it.
I can see that.
How'd your meeting go? Fireworks?
No, they all seem quite happy.
Great.
Yeah, and I think I've worked out why.
Because we're getting the job done?
Because we're getting screwed.
What?
They're all in this together.
What are you talking about?
Everyone's making ridiculous money off projects like this. Not just the consortium and the unions. It's consultants and lawyers and financiers. Then they dump the cost back on us.
Who's us?
Us, taxpayers.
He's gone rogue.
Take Transway.
Lucky to have them on board.
They've allowed for double the inflation rate, triple the financing costs.
Got to make a dollar.
Then there's the unions.
Well, here's your problem.
Every contractor on this project will make triple the industry average.
As long as it gets the job
2
done.
years later than it should be done. There's no incentive to make it cheaper or faster. In fact, the longer it takes, the more money they make.
So it's a win-win.
No, it's a win-win-lose.
Who's the lose?
Taxpayer.
I don't see their signature on the contract.
No, it's on the cheque.
How is that sign a problem?
Well, it's not the sign per se, it's what it points to.
What does it point to?
A statue, about 500 metres off your new bypass. This gentleman. Do you know who that is?
Damien Oliver?
Sir Stamford Wessels?
Indeed.
We'd never really heard of him.
Nor had we until recently. Local pioneer, apparently. Pastoralist. A few places are named after him. Bridge, couple of roads.
So how is that sign pointing to that statue a problem?
It may not be, but our heritage team are struggling to find all that much information on Sir Stamford. He's somewhat of an elusive character.
Does that matter?
Before we can give permission for the road sign, we have to be assured that he is, or was, a fit and proper person. Imagine if we were to discover anything problematic.
Like some old tweets?
It would reflect very badly on this organisation, hence our caution.
But that caution is currently holding up the opening of a $270 million bypass.
I heard 290.
It blew out.
Ash.
Sorry.
As you can see, it's all rather
Problematic.
Indeed.
This is unbelievable.
What is?
Blockchain.
I didn't remind him.
I'm actually starting to get it. A distributed ledger of discoverable provenance decentralised. There's definitely something in this.
OK, so you don't need us to look into it anymore?
What do you mean? This is yours.
No, it's not.
Blockchain and its implications for government services. Who's Daniel?
And?
You said type it up, pretend it's a briefing document and CC everyone.
What are we talking about?
Daniel's the work experience kid.
What?
He's 15.
Kidding.
Where is he now?
He's shredding.
We'll make sure it doesn't shred this. So, I had a read of your briefing paper. Well done.
Thanks, Mr. Gibson.
Seems you've got a bit of a handle on the kind of work that we do here.
There are a couple of typos I forgot to
Yeah,
fix.
I wouldn't worry about that, Daniel. Yeah.
So I've come up with an idea.
For his elective?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Say you handed this to the minister, and the minister came back to me, or you, and asked, what would be our implementation strategy for blockchain technology going forward?
That depends if you're implementing in-house or with private sector partners and contractors.
Obviously.
Which is it?
Well, pretend he didn't say. Oh, could the minister say that Australia is at the forefront of blockchain implementation?
No.
What if he was wearing a hard hat?
Hey, Jim, why don't we give Daniel a bit more time to come up with another ministerial briefing?
Like this one?
Exactly like this. In fact, here's an idea. Pretend you're briefing the Minister for Digital Transformation.
Maybe I can make a PowerPoint presentation.
He'd love that. You'd think.
You'd think.
OK, great. I'll just grab the lunches and...
We'll get the lunches.
No.
You've got work to do.
Yeah. Katie, Daniel needs a desk.
OK, just to make sure that we've covered everything.
The building height has been reduced and street setback distance now matches statutory regulations.
Planning department happy? Great. There is now an approved safety fence around the fountain.
Along with a sign stating recycled water.
Henry, Madeline, the car changing lanes is now clearly indicating in accordance with applicable traffic bylaws. Phil?
I'm still uncomfortable with that adult holding the child's hand.
Because
he doesn't look like a parent.
I don't think we can police check a CGI figure.
I think I agree with Nat.
Well, it's got our logo on it.
Laura, I'll minute your objection.
And finally, every European tree has been replaced with...
Acacia floribunda, native and indigenous to the region.
As requested by Parks and Wildlife. Money?
Well, if it's going to have our logo on it.
OK, are we all done? All happy?
Is that dog off lead?
Oh, fuck you all.
This white paper is recommending we spend close to $400 billion over the forward estimates. Now, at some point, the PM is going to be asked a very simple question. In order to protect us from which enemy?
It's so hard to say.
400 billion, pick one.
A regional player.
Specifically, Colonel.
An Indo-Pacific regional player.
More specifically?
Indo-Asia Pacific.
That's broader. Who are you leaving out?
Europe?
Yeah, I sort of need a country.
Or an unaligned player.
No, a country.
One that might threaten us, just one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to raise tensions.
Where?
In this room.
You know what? I'll name one and you just nod. China. Yeah, OK. And what exactly are we protecting?
Strategic interests.
Specifically, Colonel?
Indo-Pacific strategic
Again,
interests.
Brigadier, really specifically.
Indo-Asia Pacific strategic
You know what?
interests.
I'll say it and then you nod. Our trade routes. Yeah. And who is our #1 trading partner?
Shall we use the nod system?
Sure. China? Yeah. So under this scenario, we're spending close to $30 billion a year to protect our trade with China from China. And that doesn't strike anyone at this table as odd?